Welcome back to the PAC Sports Network for our halftime show as we're at the break between Chatham and Geneva. And we are now joined by current Geneva women's basketball senior Mackenzie Barricklow. Mackenzie, first off, thanks for taking a little time today. How's the season been to this point for you and your team?
Yeah, it's been a fun season. It's been up and down the whole season, but we've had some really good runs. We've had some tough losses, but I'm excited for the rest of our season coming up.
Well, we'll definitely dive into how the year has been and how the rest of the year will go for you and the Golden Tornadoes. But I want to stick with your career and kind of work our way to how we got here today. You started your career at Malone University before transferring to Geneva. What drew you to Malone initially, and then how did you find your way over to Geneva?
Yeah, so I didn't end up playing basketball at Malone. It was just a closer to home option at the time being. But when I decided I wanted to transfer, I really, really wanted to play basketball. And Coach Grinder had reached out to me my freshman year back before I decided to go to Malone. So I reached back out to him. I was like, hey, would you still be interested in me? And he was like, yeah, come on board. So that was kind of what drew me to Geneva. And the community here has been awesome. So I've loved every bit of being in Geneva.
Well, you quickly found a spot on the team and really carved out a role for yourself. What was that adjustment like for you, especially going from not playing college basketball the year before to quickly jumping into college basketball the second year?
Yeah, it was definitely an adjustment for sure. I learned a lot throughout the process, but I had a great team around me and great coaches who really helped me to succeed in that role.
Well, I know that last year you guys had quite the run to the championship, fell short to Chatham, but still had an incredible season nonetheless. What was special about last year's team that you feel got you guys to that situation and put you guys in that position?
Yeah, I loved last year's team. I love this year's team, but last year's team was just such a closely knit group of girls. We all got along. We had been playing together for the couple years, and I think we just really bonded on and off the court, and that's what really helped us to succeed and get as far as we did.
Yeah, the chemistry definitely showed last year for sure for you guys. But I know that you've been having a great season this year, really putting together a career year, if you will, especially on the rebounding side of things. And I'm curious to hear from you what your approach is like when it comes to crashing the glass. I mean, do you have a blueprint that you follow when it comes to rebounding, or is it more so just kind of a feel for you?
Honestly, I don't really. I think it's more of just hustle. I feel like I have a greater role on the team this year. I'm playing more minutes than I ever have before, and we don't have a ton of rebounding strength. So I think that's where I really can come in and I can help our team to succeed. And I know that that's my role, and I try to do it to the best of my ability.
Well, you've definitely been doing a great job, especially on the rebounding side, averaging almost 10 rebounds a game this season. But Mackenzie, it's been great to have you join us for a little bit on the halftime show. Before we get you out of here, I know that we're getting towards tournament time. We still have a few games left, but getting close to that end of the season time. What do you feel this team needs to do in order to get back to another championship like last year and accomplish the feat of winning it this season?
Yeah, we have a lot of work to do. We lost a few games that I feel like we could have gotten, but I think that as we all come together and we're all on the same page, and I think really defensive wise is what we need to focus on. If we can lock down on defense, I think we'll be able to make a run in the playoffs.
Well, as they say, defense does win championships, and hopefully it does win one for you and the Golden Tornadoes. Mackenzie, thanks so much for stopping by, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
That's Geneva women's basketball senior Mackenzie Barricklow. Don't go anywhere, as we'll have Chatham's Hannah Chenault join us on the halftime show coming up next on the PAC Sports Network.